Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is Montana This Morning from Montana's news leader.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us here. I'm Justine Stewart.
And I'm Louis Storch. Hopefully you're having a good start to your Tuesday. Wasn't it nice yesterday, Justine,
really
to
nice.
see a little bit of sunshine, some warmer temperatures out there?
Good day to get outside a little bit.
Oh man, I went home. You know, after it's been so cold, you know, even that feels warm. Opened up all the windows in the house. It's like, so nice out here.
Yeah, it was nice.
It feels good. I felt like I could have gone outside and got a suntan or something. Not today though. We're bringing in more clouds, rain, and snow showers, and that's going to last really all the way through Friday. We have a lot going on. So here's your forecast headlines. We're going to time this out starting today, tonight through tomorrow, and then Thursday through Friday as another system moves through. So today, valley, rain, snow mix, mountain snow. These will be on the lighter side. We are getting some reports of freezing rain though in areas. I'll talk more about that here in just a minute. Then tonight, we're going to see that rain transition to snow. Now, it's not going to be a lot of snow, maybe a little bit of accumulation in the valleys of northwestern Montana, again, as this warmer air is over top of us. Now, Thursday and Friday, a colder, wetter, and potentially stronger system moves through, but we're still not talking about snow for everybody. Some areas will continue to see that rain-snow mix. We'll talk more about that here in a few minutes.
A partial roof collapse has left Linderman Gymnasium in Polson on lockdown. The facility is a pivotal piece to the Polson community as a majority of their high school athletics are held in the gym, leaving school administrators many questions to answer. MTN's Kent Lutzen has more on how the school is moving forward.
Heavy snow and winter weather led to this partial roof collapse of the Linderman Elementary Gymnasium. A 3-foot parapet wall gave way from the weight of snow buildup. That's a low protective barrier along the edge of a roof. Polson Superintendent Rex Welts has met with engineers and is in the beginning stages of restoring this community staple.
We're securing those walls that are hanging precariously over the edge. I want to get those secure. I want to get the snow off of the lower locker rooms and then get the equipment out. Once we figure out that, then we'll start making plans on how we're going to bring it back to life.
Unsure of the exact rebuilding timeline, Welts says the school has set up 600 feet of panel fencing surrounding the gym to help keep students and Polson residents out of harm's way. Now, as the classrooms and everyday student space is a separate structure from the gymnasium, engineers in the school want to reassure parents their kids are safe attending Linderman Elementary. As for the gymnasium and locker rooms, they have been on lockdown and the school is working to relocate their athletics.
One, losing a structure, losing a gym in our community puts a tremendous amount of stress on everyone. It's one less place that little kids can have UAA basketball, and it's a place that our teams can't practice. Furthermore, it's also wrestling, volleyball, basketball facility. That's their competitions.
And athletes aren't the only ones going to be affected. Elementary students will have to adjust their daily routine as PE, library, and band took place in this facility. Despite temporarily losing a hub for the Polson community, Welts says the elementary teachers are turning this unfortunate situation into a learning moment.
Again, I have great staff and wholeheartedly believe in their ability, and they're making it work. You know, it's not the ideal situation, but today I watched a teacher out explaining the whole event. It was another learning experience, so you know they're making the best of it.
Kent Lutzen, MTN News, Polson.
The Polson Pirates boys and girls basketball games are either being rescheduled, moving to Salish Kootenai College, or relocating to surrounding areas. A woman charged with murder in the gruesome stabbing and mutilation deaths of 2 people at a Missoula home last year, now being charged with attempted murder in a different case. Missoula County prosecutors are charging Tiffany Pierce with attempted deliberate homicide and assault with a weapon for a crime that occurred in late July at a home on Montana Street. She's accused of stabbing a woman several times. The stabbing happened 2 weeks before the murders of 15-year-old Marilyn Pickett and 24-year-old Jackson Wiles. Their bodies were found in multiple tubs filled with chemicals in the basement of Pierce's Strand Avenue home. Pierce and Augustus Standing Rock have been charged with 2 counts of murder in their deaths. In search warrants obtained by KPAX-TV, the woman who was stabbed in July told police Pierce and Standing Rock came to the home on Montana Street demanding money and drugs. The victim says Pierce stabbed her several times in the chest and neck. No charges have been filed against Standing Rock. In that case, Pierce's bail, though, is set at $2 million. 3 years after their arrest for the standoff with federal agencies in a Nevada grazing dispute, Clive Bundy and his sons and a Montana man now free to go after a federal judge dismissed charges in Las Vegas. Bundy faced a number of charges, but the judge threw out the charges for flagrant misconduct by prosecutors, saying the government conduct has been outrageous. The charges were dismissed with prejudice, meaning they can't be filed again. Also released was Ryan Payne of Anaconda, a Montana militia member. But Payne still faces sentencing for pleading guilty for his role in the armed standoff at an Oregon wildlife refuge 2 years ago. Rural America is getting more connected. At an American Farm Bureau Federation conference, President Trump signed an executive order to expand broadband access in rural areas.
Supporting broadband tower facilities in rural America and federal properties managed by the Department of the Interior. Those towers are going to go up, and you are going to have great, great broadband.
Nearly 23 million rural Americans lack access to high-speed internet service. This executive order directs the Department of the Interior to develop a plan to allow private high-speed broadband companies to co-locate their equipment or interior infrastructure. The Interior Department owns as much as 83% of land in some western states. Here in Montana, independent rural telecommunication providers cover more than 70% of the state with high-speed broadband internet. According to Montana Telecommunication Association, as of mid-2016, more than 20,000 miles of fiber optic infrastructure has been installed across Big Sky country. All of Montana's rural schools are connected to high-speed internet, and 69% of all Montanans currently have access to broadband internet. Since 2011, nearly $250 million has been invested by rural providers for fiber optic internet technology. That averages out to $30,000 per mile, or about $10,000 per rural Montanan. Just this past October, the Montana Public Service Commission secured more than $100 million in federal funds to support the development of broadband in Montana. In the state, there are 121 internet providers, but 210,000 people have access to only one provider. 50,000 Montanans still have no wired internet providers where they live. Well, Christmas, of course, now a memory, but Senator Jon Tester believes that Montana's contribution to the holiday could help restore the memorable Sperry Chalet. This year, the Capitol Christmas tree was cut and contributed from the Kootenai National Forest outside Troy. The tree's moment in the spotlight is over, but Senator Tester thinks the tree could be recycled by helping to provide some building materials for the reconstruction of the Sperry Chalet, which burned in the Sprague fire last summer. Tester says the original chalet is irreplaceable, but using parts of the tree in some fashion would be a nice gesture.
I can think of no better way than to use some Montana lumber from our Capitol Christmas tree to assist in that rebuilding. I'd like to see this tree go back to Big Sky country, where it can continue giving to the people to whom our public lands belong.
The Glacier Conservancy is working to raise funds for rebuilding the Sperry Chalet, which was braced against winter storms last fall. All right, let's send on over to Lewis now. It's time for your weather on the 8s this morning.
All right, thank you, Justine. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a good start to your Tuesday. Active weather for the rest of the week, so let's get right into it. First, quick look at your temperatures outside. 28 Seeley Lake, 31 in Missoula, 34 Hamilton, 40 already in Sula there, 33 Phillipsburg and Polson, 31 Kalispell, 33 Thompson Falls, 32, so not bad this morning in St. Regis. Here we go, light rain and snow showers moved through earlier this morning. We're getting a break from them now. It looks like another system's moving in from Washington and Idaho. That'll first affect northwestern Montana this morning, then slide south into west central and southwestern Montana as we move into the afternoon time. So here's your rain and snow chances first for Kalispell. About a 60% chance of a rain-snow mix, a light rain-snow mix by 8 a.m. Notice what happens to the afternoon and evening. That turns into light rain, and then as we get into early tomorrow morning, that rain is going to transition back over into some light snow in northwestern Montana. West central, southwestern Montana, we're going to have Missoula, but this also includes areas like Hamilton and areas in further southwest Montana. About a 30% chance of a rain-snow mix this morning. Then we have a better chance of seeing some light rain into the afternoon. Best chance is going to be in the evening time, and then we'll see it transition back into a rain-snow mix very early tomorrow morning. So here's what we're expecting as far as snowfall totals go starting tonight and moving into Wednesday. So not a lot expected. The passes Marias Pass could pick up 8 to 12 inches. The Glacier region could see a bit more than that. We're looking at Lookout Pass, 6 to 8 inches. Everywhere else, though, northwestern Montana, 1 to 2 inches at most. West central, southwest Montana, less than an inch. So it's going to be more of a rain event here. However, a stronger system looks to move in starting Thursday and then lasting into Friday. So here's one of our model runs trying to give us an indication of what's going to happen here. First, we're stopping at Wednesday at 11:30 p.m. So tomorrow night, very little like we saw snow accumulation all the way through tomorrow. Notice what happens as we get into Thursday and Friday, though. A better chance of some snow moving in, especially northwestern Montana, where we could see anywhere from 3 to 7 inches of snow. Lesser amounts in southwest Montana with anywhere from 1 to 3 inches. Here's a quick look at your 7-day forecast for Missoula. 36 today, 31 tomorrow, 32 on Thursday with a rain-snow mix, 34 by Friday.
All right, well, thanks, Lewis. And it is time to send it to break for some birthday shout-outs this morning.